Hello everyone, welcome to Solo by Choice. Today there's some nasty myths. I want to just myth bust with all of you about what it's really like to be single and always been single and just so freaking happy about it. Let's talk about it right now. So, first of all, being single is never a pity. What's wrong with being single? There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. It's freaking awesome. Number two, people think that when you're single, they think that you're lonely, you're desperate, you're just alone. Like, there's just no one who's after you, you're not after anyone. They think that you're sad, you're miserable. They think that you crave the human connection of the romantic kind, when sometimes that's not always true. And number three, the saddest thing about myths about being single is that, as someone who is single and always been single and always will be, proudly, by the way, not even ashamed, I'm fucking proud. I'm single. I love to be single, man. Just who I am. Anyway, so another myth that I want to talk about is the fact that if you're single, or the myth that if you're single, you just are looking for a partner. Well, that's not true. I'm not looking for any partner. Why would I look for a partner, man? Like, people this day and age really freaking suck. Like, trust me, I'm surrounded by people my own age all the time. I go to school. People my age are so freaking, immature. You don't even understand. And also, let's say I did want a relationship with any of these people, these scrubs. Really, they're scrubs. They're not mature. They're freaking mean. They just don't know how to respect you. They don't even do what you want them to do. And they don't even do what they need to do. And it's like, I'm doing the things I need to do. And if someone is not doing the things they need to do, it's like, that's a no-go for me. Why would I want to be with someone who just doesn't do what they need to do? And they don't want to do what they need to do in life and in general. I don't like those kind of people. I don't like the people in this world who just freaking are lazy bums. I like people who are just freaking productive, at least going to school or something, Another myth about single people is that we are just miserable people. Oh no, we're miserable, huh? We don't have a partner. I wonder what that's like to want a partner, not have a partner, and just be so freaking depressed about it. Yeah, I really wonder what that's like. That could never be me, y'all. I'm aromantic and I'm freaking proud. Like I said before, I don't need anybody. I have friends, I have family, I have pets. I have so much to look forward to. Why would I ever waste a second of my life being sad that I just don't have a partner at this moment? I don't need a partner, ever. There's no reason for it. I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking forward to having children. I don't want children. I really don't want children. So yeah, having a partner would just not really suit my lifestyle, because you see, a lot of men and even women want children. So that would just be a no-go for me. I can't imagine a life where I would willingly raise children. That's another topic in itself. I'll actually go into that more later. But there's actually reasons why I really don't want children, besides just not wanting them. I think not wanting them is enough, of course, it is. But there's deeper reasons than that. There is. And I'll say it again in my last video. What makes you think that, as someone who is in a relationship, who I'm not, but if you were in a relationship, what makes you think that all of a sudden you're not lonely, all of a sudden you're happy, all of a sudden you're fulfilled, when you can do that for yourself as a single person? You can fill your own cup. Have you ever heard that before? You happily relationship people who apparently exist, which is good for you if you really are that way. I'm happy for you. What can I say? If you're happy in a relationship, good for you. But you know what I mean? What makes you think that the person you love will always be with you forever? What makes you think that when you guys might or may not break up, that your relationship will always be smooth sailing? What's going to tell you that you'll always be happy with that person? You could wake up one day and just realize that, I don't love that person anymore. I'm not happy with them anymore. I don't like the way they are. They annoy me. What makes you think that will just never happen to you? What makes you think that you will just love that person unconditionally forever? Because I think love in the romantic sense should absolutely not be unconditional. It only should be unconditional when you know the person well enough to love them in that way forever, I suppose. But yeah, what makes you think that someone will always love you forever, or that you'll always love them forever, or they'll never cheat on you, or they'll never leave you for no reason? Like, and who's to say, even if you do have kids with that person, who's to say that they'll stay with you forever? Because that's not true. Like, men, if they don't want a child, oh honey, trust, they'll make it very clear they'll leave you. If you have a child with a man who doesn't want children, they just leave. They see no problem with it. That's how they are. Anyway, that got me a little wound up, but for the right reasons. To sum up this video, if you're single, stay fucking single. If you're in a relationship and you're happy, fine, be happy, stay in your relationship. But just know you're not immune to being lonely just because you're in a romantic relationship. I don't know what makes people think that. I have no idea, actually, other than the proof of the evidence that they do get lonely. They do get sad. They do get miserable and depressed, even in a relationship, because being in a relationship, say it with me, does not solve all your problems. But thank you so much for watching. This is Solo by Choice. I'll see you next time.